Hey guys, we're back again. We'll talk about Sonic Colors level design this time. As always, thank you for watching my previous videos if you haven't checked them out. Sonic Colors came out a couple of years after Unleashed. It featured the boost gameplay once again, but it played very differently than its predecessor. Since what I said about Unleashed is for the most part true for all the boost games, this video is going to be a little shorter. Let's take a closer look at the level design. The levels are still divided in macro sections. You have the quick-step sections, the 3D hallways, the 3D automatic section, the 2D blocky sections, springs, etc. But this time we have a new gameplay element, the Wisps. The Wisps are power-ups intended to change up how the player approaches the level. There's different paths to be taken, and there's many different abilities that Sonic can use. I said power-ups because the way I think power-ups should work is this. They shouldn't change how the game fundamentally plays, they should just give more power to the player to traverse the environment or fight the enemies, for example how Mario's fireball works. The Wisps are the exact opposite. They are small situational minigames, they don't control like Sonic anymore, and they're totally different things. I don't enjoy those kind of things. It feels like Sonic 2006 mid-level switching characters or the genre roulette that was featured in Adventure 1 or 2. Many of them even felt out of place in a Sonic game as they were slow and clunky. Most of the Wisp abilities could have given to secondary characters too, which would have made more sense in my opinion. Alternate playstyles are cool when done correctly and when I'm not forced to play through them when I don't want to. Sonic Colors usually gives choice to the player, as you can choose not to use the Wisp at all, but the game was designed with those in mind. The levels are boring and uninspired when not using the Wisp's power-ups, so that's not really a choice. Besides, as I said before, they're situational. Once again, the game is designed with macro sections in mind. There's sections where you have to boost and watch the scenery, there's sections where you have to stop and wait for platforms, and there are sections where you have to use the Wisps, since you're not allowed to use them anywhere in the level. Or if you are indeed allowed, there's no point in doing so, since those sections were not designed for the Wisps anyway. Let's take a closer look at the 3D and 2D sections in this game. Earlier I said that the 3D sections are between the worst this franchise had ever seen, and I really think that. Besides some short hallway with a couple of jumps, the game features wholly automated 3D sections, and it's full of quick step sections too. As for Unleashed, the quick step is still a shallow mechanic, and even if they tried improving on it with this game, there's only so much you can do. This kind of games, ones that were designed like the quick step sections in modern Sonic games, were given away with Happy Meals at McDonald's. In Starlight Carnival Act 1, half of the level is just Sonic automatically running between spaceships, and while it did look cool, it's pretty boring to play that level again, because out of the 5 minutes the level lasts, you're just holding the controller and watching the screen without giving input to the player for almost half of it. And most of the rest is quick step sections. Most of the game is in 2D, but they tried a different route. Unleashed 2D sections were much faster and less blocky. For Colors, they went all the way out, turning Sonic into a generic platformer with automated sections that looked like a Sonic game. I mean, there must be something in between just hold right and boost and blocky generic level design. Sonic has always been about platforming involving momentum. There's no reason to make a 2D Sonic game that doesn't feature that. When I play a Sonic game, I don't want to slowly jump on platforms for the whole game, not being able to go faster as I get better at it. I feel Sonic Colors is the worst the boost formula has ever been. It wasn't as thrilling as Unleashed was the first time I played it, and the 2D sections are boring and uninspired. There's nothing in those levels suggesting they are part of a Sonic game. You could switch out the character model and it wouldn't feel out of place. My main issue with the game now is that level design is not even tailored at how the character moves. Sonic is slippery to control both in 2D and 3D. The level design requires careful platforming, but the character does not allow for that. So, instead of making the character control better and tightly, what did they do? They gave Sonic a double jump, so that if you screw your jump the first time, you can correct it by double jumping, and then they didn't have to fix the slippery controls. Great job, Sonic Team! So, to sum it up, the game still has too many 3D automated sections and too many quick step sections. scripted slopes, too many springs. The boost is not even useful in this game, and it's more of a cosmetic addition. The 3D sections are bad, the 2D ones are generic and uninspired. By the time this game came out, I started feeling like the levels that Sonic Team was building felt depersonalized. The classic levels, even the adventure levels, all had some peculiar characteristics that defined each one of them, even if just with some particular piece of level design. Something that's been missing for a long time. As usual, thank you for watching. Let me know what else you would like to see and what you think about the issue at hand. Thank you for subscribing too, and until next time, see ya!